Welcome to the United States, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and where you drive on the right side of the road. My name is Eric Cott, and today I'll be talking about driving in this beautiful country of ours, the United States of America. Specifically, I will talk about why some countries drive on the right side and others on the left side of the road, and a few tips on driving safely. Let me start by discussing why we started driving on the right side of the road in the United States. In colonial America, from the earliest settlers, the ox team, the horseback rider, and the pedestrians all traveled on the right side of the road. Most people with handguns carried their weapons under their left arm and traveled to the right to be ready if the stranger was dangerous. When wagons came into general use, they were usually hauled by two, four, or six horse teams. The driver of the team usually rode on the left horse with his whip in his hand and the reins in his left. They traveled on the right so they could watch the clearance on the left. No formal rules were made regarding driving on the right side of the road until 1792 in Pennsylvania, when the state established a turnpike from Philadelphia to Lancaster. The charter established that travel would be on the right side of the road. Also, most American cars produced before 1910 were made with right side driver seating and were intended for right side driving. In 1908, the Model T was the first Ford car to feature left side driving. And by 1915, it had become so popular that all other car manufacturers followed suit. In regards to the left side, driving on the left side of the road, let me start by saying that according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration, about 1/4 of the world drives on the left. Just saying. And also, in violent societies of the past, swordsmen traveled on the left in order to have their right arm near to the opponent and their sword further from them. It also reduced the chance of accidentally hitting someone. When a right-handed person mounted a horse while wearing a sword, it made sense to mount the horse from the left in order to keep the sword from hitting the horse. Further, you didn't want to be standing in traffic when you mounted the horse. But once you did, you'd ride on the left side of the road. Also, the trend among nations over the years has been toward driving on the right. With regulations, with the expansion of travel and road building in the 1800s, traffic regulations were made in every country. In 1835, Britain made left-hand driving mandatory. Countries which were part of the British Empire followed. That's why countries like India, Australia, and the former British colonies in Africa still drive on the left. Now let me give you a few safe driving tips. First of all, plan your trips ahead of time. Decide what time you want to leave and what roads to take. Try to avoid heavy traffic, poor weather, and poverty-stricken areas. Also, never drink and drive. And also, if you have an emergency, we have emergency number, dial 911, and it'll put you right through to the emergency hotline. In closing, I hope you enjoyed this discussion. I hope you have a better understanding for the reasons why we drive on the right side of the road. I hope you all have learned a little bit more about the history of our beautiful country. Please enjoy your stay here and take a road trip.